Let's do the just checking for Chapter 6. Your statistics teacher has announced that the lower of your two tests will be dropped. You get a 90 on Test 1 and an 80 on Test 2. You're all set to drop the 80 until she announces that she grades on a curve. She standardized the scores in order to decide which is the lower one. If the mean on the first test was 88, with a standard deviation of 4, and the mean of the second was 75, with a standard deviation of 5, which of the two tests will be dropped, and does this seem fair? Well, looking at Test 1, you know that you got a 90 on the first test, which places it right here, squarely between 88 and 92, exactly at the halfway point, meaning that 90 is 1/2 standard deviations above the mean. In the case of Test 2, where you got an 80, 80 ends up being exactly 1 standard deviation above the mean, which you just note as +1 SD. Now, using only the standardization, in this case, the 90 would be dropped. So your answer for Part A is that Test 1 will be dropped. For Part B, it asks, is the dropping of a 90 over an 80 a fair thing to do? In this case, as I doubt I have to explain to all of you watching, dropping a 90 over an 80 is not fair. And the reason it is not fair is because even though '80 has a higher standard deviation, '90 is a higher overall score. Making this not fair.